Hello, everyone. My name is Adam Cross, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in Southern California. I'm also the founder of the Catholic Therapy Center. And today I want to talk to you about navigating sexual shame and desire within scrupulosity. So, one thing I encounter a lot with individuals I work with who struggle with scrupulosity is a shame and a fear around sexual desire, sexual attraction, and sexual pleasure. And this can be a really common experience for those struggling with scrupulosity. It's a sense of, if I am sexually attracted to somebody, it might be a sin, right? Or even if I feel sexual arousal, it could be sinful in some way. And it's very common to run into this. It really is on even a bigger scale within scrupulosity and OCD, a sense of, if I feel pleasure, it must be wrong, right? And that is something that a lot of people struggle with, is a sense of, if I'm enjoying this, right? And it doesn't have to be sexual, right? It could be anything. It could be, I'm eating good food, I'm watching a good movie, it must be wrong, right? Maybe I'm not supposed to enjoy this thing because instead I should be praying, right? So we can also see that in the sexual realm, where if I am experiencing any sexual arousal or any type of enjoyable sexual desire, right? Like, wow, this person is so beautiful. I'm drawn to them. I'm so attracted to them. With religious scrupulosity, it can really jump to this thought of, that must be lustful. You're experiencing arousal because you were lusting after that person. And this can all feel pretty instant, and it can feel so black and white, all or nothing. And OCD and religious scrupulosity, they are anxiety based. And so they love certainty. They love to have this clear distinction. This is good, this is bad, right? This is holy, this is evil. But there is so much that is in that gray. There is so much that is in the middle and morally neutral. God has made us body, mind, and soul. He has made you physical. He has made you sexual. And so we are actually designed to experience sexual arousal in the presence of something that is good, true, and beautiful. Now, obviously, not anything that's good, true, and beautiful, but another person, right? Another person that we are sexually drawn to. And without making it sound like extreme, this could be somebody that we very much love. It could be our spouse. It could be our girlfriend or our boyfriend that we're attracted to. And so we experience that arousal, right? Experience that closeness, like holding hands with somebody. Or even it could be a random thought of wanting to hold hands with somebody, right? Or wanting to kiss someone that we find attractive. And not even that we're entertaining that thought, but something that pops into our head. And then we have a physiological reaction to it. That is actually a very good thing. It's a very good thing to notice. What are my desires? What are my attractions? And again, I'm not saying entertain it. I'm not saying act on it, right? I'm not talking about that. But I'm simply saying to notice, what are my desires? And we still need the prudence. We still need the discernment to say, where am I taking this thought? Where am I taking this image? What am I doing with this arousal? Absolutely, that's still there. But the fact that you are noticing a physiological reaction, the fact that you're noticing a desire, is good. It is so good, right? And even just to go back to Genesis, right? Adam and Eve in the garden, the first thing Adam and Eve are told to do by God, his first command to them, is to go be fruitful and multiply, to go be intimate, right? That's the first command. This is pre-fall. So God has made your sexual desire, your sexual attraction, your longing for that intimacy to be very good. That is God-given. And I just really want to emphasize that, because so often, especially with shame, with fear, we can just assume any desire, any attraction, any arousal is not okay, is of the devil. That is simply not true. The devil wants to distort that truth, that your sexuality is fundamentally bad. It's not. Your sexuality fundamentally reveals God as a father, reveals the love of God in the inner life of the Trinity, that perfect love between persons. Sex is revealing that. So your sexuality, your desire, your attraction, your arousal is so fundamentally good. And we can actually reflect on that. Again, not even to take different thoughts, specifically, but just say, God, how does this reveal you? How do my desires reveal you? If I was to sit with curiosity, like a childlike wonder and awe, why am I feeling how I'm feeling? What is here? How does this reveal you to myself? How does my body, how does my reaction reveal your love to me? And then from that place, yeah, we can actually make better informed decisions. Hey, this is why this thought keeps popping up to me. This is why I'm attracted to this particular person. This is why I'm so in love with my spouse. This is why I'm so attracted to my girlfriend or boyfriend. Now, how do I want to live properly ordered, right, with chastity? How do I want to live value first in my life, knowing that these desires are good and that they are there? And also in the face of that, if I have a distressing desire pop up, if I have a distressing thought, an intrusive thought, temptation pop up, we can also approach it in the same way. We can get curious. We can say, yeah, I don't want to entertain a lustful thought or something that feels distorted, but I can take to prayer. I can take to therapy. This thought or this desire, this attraction, and I can seek to understand it. Again, to make virtue-informed decisions. Knowing, hey, my desires are good. My desires for intimacy are good. My desires to be seen are good. So if something feels distorted, something feels off, let's get curious. What happened here? Not to judge, not to push it out of our lives necessarily, because it's not always that easy, but to really understand it, right? To live our lives more fully with a better self-knowledge and self-love as God knows and loves us. So it's so good to understand what are our desires? What is our body communicating to us? And can we recognize, especially in the presence of any fear or any compulsive checking, or even any demonizing, right, of our sexual desires, of our arousal, right? If we notice any shaming of our bodies, say, no, I shouldn't feel that. That's the devil. That's not what God wants. To be able to slow down and breathe and say, okay, I'm experiencing something that's very good. It's very human. And so what is God revealing about me through me? Why has God made me this way? Not as a curse, but as a gift. Can we get curious about our bodies, our sexuality, our attractions, our desires, to make holy decisions in our lives, to be rightly ordered and integrated in that way? So if you have any comments, questions on this, I'd love to hear it. I want to make more videos on this topic and theology of the body and kind of how it intersects with scrupulosity and OCD and anxiety and trauma and all these things. So love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to like this video, subscribe, share it with a friend, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks and God bless.